Hello everyone and welcome back to Fable and Iratus, Lord of the Dead. We resume with the blessed Memescendence. Oh, we've gotten lucky and we pick up where we left it off last time. Before we get into the good and juicy bits, I have some people to introduce you. Our good old spider, our Black Widow that's Murder Widow, because that's a thing I've thus declared. We now have a Murder Widow. Thank you, Nicholas Dasheshi. I don't know if I spelled your name correctly. I tried. With the name Quilog. Quilog is actually very much like this. A half-human, half-spider monstrosity. She was a pyromancer of Izalith in Dark Souls that was cursed to become the half-human, half-spider monstrosity. And you kill her. It's so sad. Also, fun fact. Her cutscene also included boobies. I can remember young me being so abashed when I saw them in the cutscene. Does it really count, though, if there are no nipples? I don't think so, because her hair covers it, and they didn't put any nipples on her. I guess for rating purposes. Anyway, slightly distracted. But Quilog will be joining us as our murder spider whenever we so desire. But for now, in her position, Erlkönig. This is Elf King, and also a very old ballad from Germany that's freaking weird. It's told from the perspective of a kid who's basically like hallucinating and saying as his father has him on horseback getting him to like a doctor or something. They don't actually know because the German word they use for where they're going is Hof, which can mean quite a variety of things apparently. But the point is the father's trying to take him there. The kid is hallucinating and seeing the Elf King, the Erlkönig, out in the forest, and he's trying to tempt the kid to join the Fey elf thing, which way back then was like another realm of existence and you shouldn't cross or else you'd never return, so on and so forth. And by the end of the ballad, it turns out the kid's just dead. Very weird. Very old German, too. But I like the name. The reason that Penny Pen, thank you for your suggestion, recommended this is because the translucent blue boy looks like an elf. Kind of. Okay. I mean, I liked the name. More than I liked Kiravet's suggestion. So, thank you, both of you, for your suggestions. I always love learning weird tidbits of history, and Erlkönig is certainly one of them. And for the last, but not least of our new characters, we have Fimbulvita. This is Fimbulwinter. If you are familiar with Norse mythology, this is the, what do they call it, Long Winter, I think is the translation. The long winter that comes before Ragnarok, the twilight of the gods. And Fimbulvita is here for a very specific reason. Very specific. Last time, I hypothesized that Call of Winter, the increased damage received, would stack with the Reign of Gore. And someone has tested it. Solus has proved that this works. These two things stack together, so we're going to see it for ourselves. Unfortunately, that means we did have to remove one of our lovely ghoul ladies, but don't worry, our yet named white-haired ghoul is chilling in the arena with Quilog. And Red Sonja is here to carry the day, as she always does. Now, as for what we're going to do with Fimbulvita, I wanted to wait, well, until we were all here. We're going to upgrade Call of Winter into Purging Blizzard. This makes it so they will additionally remove all buffs from the enemies. Actually, you know what? I just thought of this. If we're trying to stack damage from debuffs and buffs, let's not do this. I would usually recommend going with Purging Blizzard because it's a good idea to remove enemy buffs, you know? But we're going to go with Winter's Grasp. This increases the incoming damage received by 30% to 40%.
Now, prove yourself worthy of my investment.
I don't usually get this, but I'm excited. I'll let the enemies keep their buffs so that I can kill them faster. With Ice Spear, we're going to be going to the Penetrating Spear upgrade. This makes it so the target will lose 24 armor for 4 turns. Thank you again, Philbear, for reminding me that this was a thing. It's pretty good. And for our final upgrade, we don't need trap stuff yet. We could do the Embrace of Frost, but I think I'm going to go upgrade Ice Wave into Ice Avalanche. No ice. Avalanche. This has increased its damage from 40% of the attack to 60%. And gives me 1 attack. Because it's cool. Ice River. It just hits 3 targets instead of 2 targets. I don't know. I like the damage upgrade. So speaking of damage, boop, 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 boop. Fimbulvita is going to be up there. So maybe we want like 2 points in accuracy. That looks good. And then 1 attack, 1 vigor. I said it backwards, but I did the same thing. Now, as for what items we're going to give Fimbulvita, I really just want to see if this works. But if we decide that we like the Unfrozen, I do like the Unfrozen. I haven't used him in a while because he got nerfed quite some time ago. In case you aren't familiar, the Unfrozen's feature makes it so that if the initiative of the Unfrozen is higher than that of the target, the Unfrozen will deal an additional 5% damage for each point of difference. The Unfrozen used to start with 5 initiative, I think it was, 5 or 6, and they nerfed that down to 0. So if you want to actually try and scale this feature, which you can by using his unique item, which gives him 1 initiative every single turn, stacking up to 5? Sounds right. Close enough. You have to dump some points into it. And the max will be 10 instead of 15 or whatever it was. So this used to be super strong, and now the Unfrozen just feels good. Not great, but good. And also he's an excellent ancillary character, being one of the few characters that can actually destroy traps. Any other character can just dispel them. Actually, can they? I think they can. And he can freeze targets, putting them into an ice cube to cause them to heal every turn, and make them impervious to the next attack that they receive. And of course we have the damage increase buff, which is unique to the Unfrozen, and the spell Rain of Gore. And we have the Spear of Fun stuff. I've always gone with the Ice Lance upgrade to interrupt stances.
You have the honor of receiving my personal touch.
You do. To guarantee that I have stance interrupt, but we've just been using movement spells for that. As for what item I would give Fimbulvita, I would probably give him the Acid Gland. I didn't actually talk about this last time when we received it because I was so freaking tired. I'm not this time. And I'm curious to see if the game will pity me just as much and give me good stuff. But this makes it so that each successful attack has a chance of removing all armor and resistance from the enemy. It is a 50% chance for single target abilities and 25% chance for AoE abilities. It's quite good on the Unfrozen because he has both. And that's it, really. And I'm not sure who else to give it to. Ever-loving Mumra's kind of busy. Red Sonja, I wouldn't really give it to her. I want someone else to apply the Acid Gland, and then Red Sonja punch them really hard. And of course, Erlkönig. He's a little busy setting things on fire, so that's it. Ah, yes, and of course Vecna. The person who suggested Vecna's name, I butchered your name. I'm sorry. But they sent me a thing to link to a website to say how to correctly pronounce their name, and I love the pronunciation, but I might butcher it again. Icaro Paisa. Closer? I think? Thank you for suggesting Vecna. I love Vecna, but Vecna's not coming this time because we have a lot of musketeers, and they're scary. Before we fight that, though, I wanted to spend these 2 points with you on Spine Bomb. This allows us to set a trap at the target position and explodes in 2 rounds, dealing 50 plus 49 magic damage to any foe in that position. Spell power improves the damage dealt by 2%. We can equip this real quick.
Embellishes my undead features, no?
I guess we can keep the Void Pendant? No, not this. The reason we picked that up, it's not a very good spell, but it is insanely mana efficient. Like, oh, next level mana efficiency with that spell. It's very beautiful. Because only 15 mana to deal like 100 damage, like, what? This thing only has 145 health, so I might just set it down. For the lulz. Might also just chain lightning for the lulz. Well, we're here to test Rain of Gore, so I shouldn't do that. We'll set the bomb.
Have a little tingle up your spine.
And then we will, oh, because it's called a spine bomb. Tingle up your spine. I get it. We'll set the trap and then we'll see what's what. Oh, the ignition went through the ward. That's cool. Get over here. I really don't care what the bomb goes off on as long as it's not a ward, you know? I don't really mind. So is there something here we want to increase the damage? Am I really going to use a Wrath ability to remove a ward? Probably should. Alright. A disgrace. Another cool thing, another cool interaction between the Unfrozen and the Ghoul is not only is the Unfrozen providing debuffs to scale up the Ghoul's stab you in the heart attack, but how much luck do you have? Oh, you have 1% luck. All right. The Unfrozen, please don't die, Red Sonia. As mentioned, can put anyone on an ice cube. And she can bite them, and the target moves. Okay. She can then bite the person in the ice cube. Whenever an ally takes targeted damage, remove all debuffs, restoring 20 sanity and increases initiative by 2 until the battle ends. That's fine.
Rot their flesh and their soul.
Right, the ghoul can bite the person that's in the ice cube and not kill them. I think it'll still pop the ice cube, though. So timing would be quite important with that one. So I'm going to do this. I'm thinking of my moves. Well, great. We're going to eat and then eat. Alright, we're fine. No more panicking. I do need to move. Well, you're dead. Aww. Well, you're dead. Ow! It hurts. I don't even think these guys have enough health for me to check if this works. That's 100 damage. It's so much damage. I don't like you. Get rid of your block. Smack. Yes, restore sanity. Get more buffs. Watch what happens.
These last few heartbeats.
I could heal again, or I could just kill you. Oh, instant regret.
Unnecessary sacrifice.
Well, we have a backup. Sorry, Red Sonia. I should have healed. But, it is annoying that he's removing my fire. Very annoying. You know, you and your 41% evasion. I'm gonna have to bring Quelaag moving forward to get rid of you.
Give them no mercy.
Does that not apply to yourself? Well. Really? I need Quelaag. Oh look, we got this back. And we got legendary armor. Wow. And level 13 brain. The game did pity. What? Did indeed pity me. There we go. Throw words there. There were words that did things. We're going to the right. Gonna swing around. Always make another goal. We are getting closer to the point of our memes being reality, though, so. The hook. Whenever an enemy moves, they receive 8 physical damage and 8 stress damage. Symbol of Fortune. Minions gain plus 13 luck and minus 13 accuracy until the battle ends. I hate anything that removes my accuracy. And the Mist Robe. All enemies lose 18 accuracy until battle ends.
Ah, I can use this.
I guess of all of them, that's the best. This, ooh. Elite Dwarven Berserker, Dwarven Warrior, Oracle, Geomancer. Is this something Vecna can fight? I don't know. Maybe. I'm afraid of the Geomancer stunning me. Let's see. Buff. This is weird. So this is the first and second position he can do this. If he's in the last position, he randomly moves minions. This will interrupt the stance. Oh, we're not in a stance, so it doesn't matter. And that is his stabby thingy. Okay. Vecna can probably do this. Probably.
Ah, fetching.
Probably. I'm confident. Mostly. Mostly confident. Let's go with my mostly confidentness. Nothing interesting. Yeah, I could get Skullfall, but we're gonna zap him good. You watch. Just you watch. Just you wait. We're gonna zap him good. Time for a zip. Wow. The Reign of Gore is 160 damage. So, do we just want to kill the Berserker? Okay.
Grisly salute.
Are you serious? 1 hit point? Alright, we got it. That's fine. That was fun. So now my only concern is the Oracle, largely. So I'm going to set her on fire, as you do, to things that annoy you. And we're going to work on killing her. 'Tis the play. My wards were useful. Good. Let your hate flow, Vecna. No ward. I wish there was a magic attack that attacked twice.
Death delivered.
Okay. You weren't doing a whole lot of healing, Vecna. Vecna, no.
I will undo this defeat.
So you know what happened there? I should have been more cautious of the Oracle. Or not Oracle. The Geomancer. This has gone swell, hasn't it? When did I quick save? I was going to quick save before this episode just in case I messed it up. Losing Red Sonja and Vecna is something that you might consider messing up, but I actually don't think I did quick save. So I'm not going to press the button. So the Geomancer does this. It debuffs the target for 2 turns. Target loses 2 armor and 2 resistance, obviously stacking 3 times. And I think Vecna only had 12 armor. So all the armor was stripped. And then he was hit again and again and again. Well, okay. Come on, ladies. We have someone to go punch. Can you do everything from here? You can... Yep, okay. Although the goal is going to move you to the final position. That's what it was. Alright. This is fine. I do actually have more science to conduct, though, so... Yay, more attack. We got the fangs back, which is interesting. And when you lose, your position... Yeah, it's saved. So basically, what I'm saying is I'm going to kill them both. Right, quick. I hate the Geomancer. It's like low-key the most threatening thing here.
Toss them in with the rest.
Low-key. That's not really punny in this situation, so not why I thought it was. He's dead. He's dead, Jim. Revenge acquired. Sorry, Vecna.
Soon this world will be mine.
Alright. Science time. More science time. So... Let's see, quick. Wait for attack. Murder Mummy Mumra is a go. And wait for more attack. So we have received a... I'm not even sure what I would make for the group for this, honestly. Let's see what this provides us first. You've got to be kidding me. Alright, we have before us another Baenor. This is, of course, the item that provides spell power. We already have one. We're kind of sitting on it. We aren't doing anything with it yet. Yet, being the operative word. The Glutton's Tongue. At the start of each battle, increases damage dealt by 0.1% for each available part in the Chamber of Iratus. This is one of the... How do I want to phrase this? This is a late-game item. A very potentially potent late-game item. As you can see right now, we are actually sitting on quite a few parts. If you look at the top of the screen, you can see how many of each part we have. I'm not going to math them all together right now, because that would take me longer than I would like to admit. But we have over 100. So that is plus 10% damage, at least, at the very least. So this can actually be scaled quite terrifyingly high. Outside of the Glutton's Tongue, the highest percentage damage increase is the drop of divinity at 15. So this can eventually outscale even that. Something to consider. And our 4th Boiling Blood. Huh. Well, let's take the blood.
More for me.
Do we have what I think we have? Fangs, blood. YOLO solo headhunter? That's like the most shenanigansy thing I've ever thought of. Am I gonna do it? I might just be mad enough. But we're gonna wait. Because there was something I wanted to test. Now this is courtesy of Iratus, who was wondering if the spider mandibles would make the bombardment stance of the zombie good. Now I'm of the opinion that it's not going to, but that it will make it slightly better. So we're going to give him one of our level 11 brains, just to say that I've committed to this idea. Bombardment can be upgraded one of 2 directions. They actually both have the same damage increase from 50% to 65%. One is just physical and the other one is magical. I don't even know which one I would want though. Like, does it matter? We're doing physical damage anyway, so I guess we're going to do that.
Serve me well, my minion.
We'll give him 2 accuracy upgrades. Some Damahe upgrades. That many, to be exact. And that sounds good. We're also going to upgrade... So typically, when I do this with the zombie, I always upgrade more powder, which is a self-buff that will cause the zombie's next attack to do 100% damage. I always go with trench loading. This reduces the benefit from 100% to 50%, but it will provide the zombie with 1 block and 1 ward. This is the only defensive upgrade that the zombie has. That's it. Outside of that is just the amount of resistance and health. But that's called being responsible. And that's not what this series is about. So we're going to go with even more powder. The zombie gains 100% damage and 20 accuracy for its next attack.
My enemies are in for a nasty surprise.
And +1 attack passively, so that's always nice. As for this, I think I'm going to go with Whistling Buckshot because I might use the zombie cheese for the inventor. And literally no other reason.
I expect results.
I might do that. I actually hadn't thought of how I'm going to kill the inventor. I just kind of thought I was going to wing it and kill it. But, we'll see. We'll see what's what. Quillog is all alone. So how will we make this group? We have our unnamed zombie with the spider mandibles and nothing else. I don't think I want to give you anything else. So we want a front line of some kind. I think we actually let the ghoul go for this. This looks scary, but I kind of like it. Look at this tanky team. This is hilarious, actually. Attack. Alright. Let's see what this looks like. What are we fighting? Nothing scary, right? What the f... Okay. When I said nothing scary... Huh. That's actually terrifying. So let's go upgrade this, I guess. By the way, as far as our skeleton and the vampire are concerned, we do need level 15 brains before we can...
Shadows will be my eyes.
Do the thing. So we have until then to come up with a name for the vampire. If you want. Otherwise, I'll come up with one. I'm perfectly fine with that. Alright. Oh, you only have 2 block and ward, huh? Interesting. Fate was going to decide what was about to happen there. Either it was going to get redirected and pull the hammer, or it was going to pull the Geomancer. Oh, wait. That's cool. I can heal, I guess? Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's heal. Remember, because of the cursed bandages or whatever, for every curse active, Mumra will heal for 4 at the start of his turn. Well, I can't say I'm a fan of that. I can't move you, can I? No. Well, I can.
Don't know why? There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
Does an inadvertent move mess with you? Oh. In case you aren't sure how that interaction works, you have to actually move the character to interrupt the... How far do you go? That far? I guess we'll do Hate Eternal. Never done this before. But it sets everyone on fire. Really? Guess I'll interrupt the stance.
You'll soon embrace your new existence.
Alright, well... Don't die. Actually, I can make sure you don't die. Oh, no, I can't. That went well. What a great turn.
Ah, your frail bodies fail you.
Well. Great. I hate the Musketeers. Have I mentioned that before? I'm gonna set them all on fire again. Now I'm irritated. Why won't you let me have my fun? What part of you thought that you could escape, huh? I'm not sure. Will he flee or will the fire trigger? That's an important question I have right now. I could kill him, I guess. Just to make sure. Okay. It's fine. Well, so much for the zombie test.
Well, that's gonna leave a mark.
Oh no, he's mighty. Whatever will I do? Oh, you have a lot of armor, actually. But not enough to resist fire.
Mop up the gore. I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
So they gave me my brain back, but not my spider mandible. Wow. Freaking rude, man. Now, I would invoke a YOLO solo, but history, which I definitely have learned from, would tell me that it's not a good opponent. Double Musketeer is not a good opponent for YOLO solo. See, I listened. I learned. I'm paying attention. It would be the unnamed ghoul that lives, though, wouldn't it? This is how it be. This. I was like, wait, what am I doing? We're gonna go ahead and distill real quick. What this does is it heals us. Yay!
Ah, the smell of successful alchemy.
We have 2 skull torches too, right? 3 skull torches. Okay, we'll use one.
Finally, this item finds its way into my capable hands.
Into my capable hands. So in case you have forgotten, after all of my successive failure, the goal, the long-term goal for our series was to do a pure Spellslinger type build. We're still a few steps away from it, but we're a lot closer. So we'll see what we can see, yeah? Ow.
Don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
Please kill him. Oh, why did I do that? I was literally like, he has ward. I should not do something. Oh. Whoops. Okay. We're fine. I also want to try and find a Jester's Visage if we can. I know they can be hard to find, but I want one. Do I just whip this one? Let's see what he does. Wow. I can't spear from here. Okay.
Strength through pain.
I want to spear this guy. Right in the face. 4 turns. That's insane.
One by one, life vanishes from this world.
Hello. Goodbye. Now I get to... Oh, you're dead. I was going to say, now I get to eat you, but he's totally dead. Absolutely 100% dead. DED. Bye-bye. So anyway, the science we wanted to do with Fimbulveta was to combine the Call of Winter with Reign of Gore.
As your suffering ends, your service begins.
But we kind of just kill them before both stacks can be applied. We're going to go with the Embrace of Frost upgrade. This makes it so that instead of 25 Vigor for 2 turns, wow, right, instead of 18 Vigor for 2 turns, which is it by default, we are restoring 24 Vigor for 2 turns. Or, you know, unless the thing is broken. Yay, more attack. We are 2 upgrades away from being capped with Erlkönig. We have level 14 brain as well. How fancy. We are going to the lefts. And we're going to sacrifice, you guessed it, the Dark Knight.
Hardly an inspiring leader, but the dead care not for morale.
For morale. Now, we only need 8 more points to complete the destruction tree and get my freaking achievement. Oh wait, you weren't aware that's why I was doing this? That's fine. Oops. Should I keep the ribcage armor? For 6 armor? That feels not bad. All of this feels like could be potentially useful. I'll keep it, whatever. Also, at some point in time, I wanted to try triple mummy stress build. Wow. Now, I know this is supposed to be a random item, but freaking rewarded. Hello? I got a Boiling Blood, skipped a Glutton's Tongue, and still got a Glutton's Tongue. Man, I'm good at this game. I want more parts, believe it or not. No, you know what? We want artifacts. If we can, there are a few items that we could find that would be fun. Not necessarily good, but fun. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to have fun. This inexplicable, insane luck that I haven't seen in 108 hours of playing this freaking game. I've explained it. I've reasoned it out. As that the Eldritch Abomination resting in the dead lake lifted one of its horrific tentacles and wished that the memes would flow. So who am I to disappoint, really? We have Dwarven Warrior, Dwarven Hammerer, Elite Dwarven Trader, and an Oracle. Okay. Erlkönig. Erlkönig. There's no R after the K. Get it together. We're going to need the assistance of Quelaag here. If only there was a lava spider skin, then it would really be Quelaag. Oh, that looks better. Okay, I never put that on because I never really cared. But Quelaag has survived many trials and tribulations. And if she can survive this, then great. So, what do we do first? Good question. I need to spam evasion debuff this guy. That's play numero uno. Number 1. Well, plan number 1 has changed. No running.
Your frail bodies fail you.
No running, you craven dog. Ooh. I might just be able to kill this. So we have damage dealt decreased. That's from Quelaug. Damage received increased by 40%. So we're sitting on 3 debuffs, 1 buff, 4 debuffs because of the spider venom. Alright, unnamed ghoul. Earn your name.
1 more for the stockpiles.
94. 94 non-crit. Not bad. This gotta go. And I don't want to be up here. Peace. Word to your mother. What was that even from?
Antediluvian evil comes for you.
So, things we've learned today. 1, zombies are still absolutely horrific at surviving. That's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2. Wards suck. We didn't know that one. I don't have an AoE skill that's not super expensive, do I? No, I don't. Feels bad.
Have a warm end, my friend.
He's not really my friend. Could you please stay over here? Spider Venom 2. So you have 1. 2. Wow. 2, 3, and 4 debuffs. Poke. You don't have... You know what? We'll give her the thingy. I could have just gored her. Don't take that out of context. I guess it is something I could have done. Boop. I am going... Why'd you move there? No, I can't... well, I'm gonna kill it.
Don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
I wasn't gonna let her get away again. I'm not sure if I'm sad or happy that every single turn I've been gripping people with Quelaug. I'm gonna spear this guy too. He's gonna get a spear to the face. No armor for you. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bye. Aw, we're so close.
So, this is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like? Yeah,
That went well.
pathetic.
Ooh. Right in the dome. Can I eat you? No. Right. 178 damage.
Predictable outcome.
It's beautiful. Really? I didn't even know you could get the weird mandolin on this floor. I thought it was only the 3rd floor. What? So anyway, the weird mandolin is an item, an artifact that unlocks a unique magic spell, or secret magic spell, however you want to put it. Sleep puts all enemies to sleep for 1 turn, except bosses. Targets skip their turn until they are attacked or receive damage. Spell power reduces mana spent by 0.2%. That is actually the reason why I think it's I thought why it was 3rd floor only is because that is a spell of an enemy belonging to the 3rd floor. It's very annoying. But it's like a worse version of stunning, and it costs so much mana that I don't like it. Anyway, Ever-Living Mumra has gained a rank, so we can go ahead and upgrade Amplify Curses. And usually, I think I went with this one, right? Eternity of Misfortune. Both upgrade paths deal the same amount of dread damage, stress damage, but the left one increases the bonus damage when you have, for each point of negative luck the target has, by 2 instead of 1, which is the default. This incentivizes reducing enemy luck a lot, which isn't hard with more than 1 mummy, if we're all being real. It's super easy to dip luck super low. Like, I think When I was fighting the Inventor, I got him to a negative 100 luck. Was it the Inventor or someone else? Anyway, you can do that relatively easily. Eternity of Misfortune just makes it so that debuffs, are extended by 2 turns except for stuns. Because if it was stuns, it'd be busted. But I like this one. Also because it gives me 10 vigor.
Get back to battle.
So, sitting at 151 vigor. That's a weird number. But okay. It's a lot. Weird number, but a lot. Attack. And for the ghoul upgrade path, lunch break. This is our We can go with Happy Meal. Huh. Da-da-da-da-da. The ghoul, the increase. Let's see. Holy. So it is plus 25 vigor, plus 16 attack, plus 16 dread, and plus 12 luck and plus 12 evasion. That is a rather sizable increase. It's double the damage, and plus 4 luck and plus 4 evasion. That's huge. This doesn't change, does it? No. You see the wording here? The ghoul gains 1 stack of lunch break effect, which is the default version. That would be busted if you could just start with Happy Meal. The other one is early lunch. It keeps the buff the same, but it increases the threshold that the ghoul can eat people from 25% vigor to 35% vigor. Now, the Happy Meal is tempting. Don't get me wrong. It's tempting. Look at those buffs. They're beautiful. But I think we're going to go with early lunch. And the reasoning is because there have been so many enemies that looked like I could eat them, but they weren't at that threshold yet. So now we're going to push the threshold.
Get back to battle.
Also gives us initiative, which is whatever. Now we're just going to be super faced. Like Sanic. Sanic faced. Show me the goods. Good old Eldritch Abomination guiding us to the What is this game? We have before us another Spider Mandibles. I've lost count. I don't even know how many I've seen. Another Armored Plates. Again, we're looking at 3, 4, and the 4th Boiling Blood. 5th? I've lost count too. Oh my goodness. Why? Fuck it.
All for my future kingdom.
I'll take another Boiling Blood. Let's see. Oh. Seeing 4 of them here is just like... Get good. That's it, really. That's all I see. So, I'd go right, I think. Are we gonna kill this? I had high hopes and aspiration to test the zombie thing. But now it's just like, I don't want to. I'll give it one more shot. We'll go one more.
Skeleton will clean up this mess later.
One more has been called. And if this doesn't work... Oh, I tried. So we're going to take the zombie. We're going to do something very similar. We'll give this level 11 brain, sure, whatever. Some level of commitment. We'll go with Abyssal Bombardment. The even more powder. I probably should have gone with trench loading because I died to being attacked, and this would have helped prevent me from being attacked, but whatever. I'm committed. And we're going to go with Whistling Buckshot just in case I decide to use the zombie cheese. More attack, yay. More accuracy, yay. Attack. Attack and wait. Because I'm smart. Also, notice that the zombie can't increase its vigor. Very weird. And our last Spider Mandible that we presently have. So with this battle, we're going to... I'm actually going to take out the ghoul. That'll be a very stationary group. Which is kind of unintended for what we're fighting, but you know what? It's fine. I don't know if which position here is more terrifying. The 3rd or the 4th for what the marksman likes to do. The musketeer. Yeah, he hits all slots, so it doesn't matter. He says sometimes the AI prefers to attack one target over the other, and I can't remember really if there is a preference. Alright, let's get you here. The treasure is just annoying. Yes, shoot Queelock. She really doesn't mind that much. I mean, she minds a little bit, but not too much. Well. You know who doesn't want to be in the front line? Thimblevetter. He doesn't want to be there. But here we are. Is there something I want to do here? I could spit on you. Well, I have to remove your thingies first. I guess we'll just heal for a minute. For a hot second. Take that redirect. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I have been nice thus far. Ish. You know what? I might just kill the musketeer. Where is it? Alright, goodbye.
Maybe I'll craft this one into furniture.
We'll just ignore his existence. There, that solves the problem. If you have a problem, just kill it. Forehead. Over here. Honestly, I'm not sure why I pulled the Oracle, but I think it's because I want her to die. So we entered the stance with the zombie, which is going to fire off, is it 4? 4 random attacks. And the Spider Mandible triggered for 4% of their Vigor Insanity when it did. It wasn't the most impressive thing in the world. I've never liked this stance. But I used it. And that's all that really matters. I said I was going to use it, and I used it. It might actually kill someone here. Which might be a first. I don't think it's that bad. It is kind of that bad. Just gonna keep spamming this.
Carve open their husks.
Hey, it got a kill! It's not good. What the zombie's really good at... That's 2 things, actually. The zombie is really good at resisting. I think the zombie can reach the highest level of resistance in the game. I mean, that wasn't horrible when it lands on one target.
Mine is the winning side.
Like, that's the trick. With the Spider Mandibles being good, is that every other character that uses it, like the Infested and the Fallen Vampire, their attack all hit the same person, and that's what makes it really powerful, not just the fact that it's an additional... whatever. The Ghostly Blade, whenever an enemy dies due to a heart attack, Iratus additionally gains 3% of the experience in the current level. Very similar to what we're wearing, except it's for heart attacks, which are stress builds, instead of killing things. Just way more fun. So... I was talking about something really important, I feel like. But I've kind of completely forgot. Attack! Should I be fully committed to attack? Oh, yes, resistance. No, probably not. But am I? Absolutely. So the zombie's resistance scaling is absolutely insane. And before, early on, well, not early on, but later in the beta phase, in like early testing, armor and resistance actually scaled much higher than it does now. I kind of liked it back then, but, you know, the change is all for balance and whatever. And right now, the zombie's resistance, each upgrade is 2 points, and you can do it a maximum of 8 times. That's 16 additional resistance. And he has a baseline starting point of like 8. We're sitting at 9 because we picked up Whistling Buckshot. So this can become... Well, what did I calculate it was? Like 29 or something? It's absolutely insane what you can max this at. Which makes him very powerful against spellcasters on the 4th and 5th floor. And, well, primarily the 4th floor. The 5th floor has just a few of them. And he's very good at ignoring armor and resistance. If you can't remove the armor, why not just ignore it? You know? So that's kind of what the zombie is really good at. And of course you can spam Trench Load to apply defenses and then shoot off one really powerful shot that kills something. That's kind of what he's there for, because look at his Wrath ability. It's freaking insane. But yeah, that's what the zombie's for, I think. Not really much of anything else. But that is it for today. Thank you all for your name suggestions. We continue to march forward. Next time, we'll fight the inventor himself. I still haven't decided how I'm going to kill it. I might do the zombie cheese. I might not. We'll see what we need to do. Maybe we can just punch him and wing it. I think I might be able to do. I'll think about that. But thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed as we continue to be blessed by the dark gods of RNG with all this boiling blood. It might be time for another YOLO solo. It might just be. But we'll find out next time together. Bye-bye.